have come to you from India, the Ind. My name is Ganesh Devi. I have taught literature in the past and also carried out a very comprehensive survey of Indian languages which took nearly 10 years. India has a vast diversity of languages. Many of them are very old. The earliest linguistic record in India goes back to Harappa. That's roughly 4,500 years before our time, when writing was used. Of course, we know nothing about the words and the sentences in the language used in Harappa. It is lost to us, a mystery. But there have been other ancient languages such as Sanskrit and Tamil. Tamil has been in existence for about 2,500 years. Sanskrit too has been equally old, though it is no longer used. The major languages in use in India today are Hindi, Bengali, Telugu, Marathi, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, Oriya, Kashmiri, Sindhi, Assamese, Bodo, Santhali, Munda. I can go on adding to this list because it is not just the 22 languages officially recognized by the Government of India as languages suitable for administration, but a lot more that are in existence. When a survey was carried out at the beginning of the 20th century by George Grierson, he had identified 189 languages and 544 dialects, or what he called dialects. The census of India in 1961 had identified 1,652 mother tongues. My own language survey, carried out 50 years later, that is in 2011, could identify 780 languages still in living condition. Really, it is very difficult to say how many languages died in India during those 50 years. How many languages will continue to live? Though we have this language diversity, we do not have schooling in all the languages. Our schools allow education in 3 languages for every child, and for some luckier children, it can be in 4 or 5 languages, but not beyond that. However, Indians, whether they are educated in schools and colleges or not so educated, manage to speak 3 or 4 languages with very great ease. They migrate outside their states and pick up other languages. They learn them from their parents who may have migrated from different states. But by and large, every Indian can manage to speak 3 to 4 languages. And I must add immediately that English is not understood by every Indian. It is understood by a very small percentage of Indians. They use different languages and therefore they become bilingual or trilingual. Indian languages have continued through thousands of years of their existence, but today they are facing a great possible threat of extinction. In the last 50 years, perhaps more than 250 languages have disappeared. 10 years back, in the island Andaman, which is part of India, there was a language called Bo which was being spoken. Today, the last speaker of Bo is no more. In North India, there was a language called Mazi which was being spoken when I did this survey. Today, Mazi has disappeared. Practically every week or every fortnight, a language dies in this country. So we have a language diversity. We have almost 10% of the world's languages spoken in the country. Our people have preserved that language diversity, whether they are educated or not educated. And yet, the diversity is facing a risk. A simple question for you. What would you think is the main reason for the language diversity in India? And my second question is, what would you say is the reason for Indian language diversity being at risk today? If you ever want to consult me on these questions or other questions, please do feel free to contact LinguaPax, and I shall appear before you again through LinguaPax for helping you. Thank you. Have a good day.